Okay, maybe now it works. Okay, I do not know what happened, but I'm hoping you can hear me now. Okay, I appreciate it. Uh, I do not know what happened there. Uh, we're just getting back into our session. We actually have a lot of new players coming in. We actually have one of the original cast that will be here, and we will go from there. If and please, if you anyone is watching and volume or anything gets messed up, let me know. For some reason, Streamlabs does not like me today, so OBS don't either. But we're going to get into this, introduce our new cast, as well as uh, try to get our other one out of the Feywild. And he will do that. I see you.
Ooh. Oh, bless me.
But
Sorry.
yeah, you good. So, were you able to figure it out, or do we need to share it on the Discord?
No, I got it. I'm signed in. I'm looking at a big red smiley face now.
Okay. I forgot it was actually a download onto the extension. I was thinking you clicked on it, it automatically opened.
No, thanks to Radioactive, I was able to. He gave me the link for the download.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad because I didn't know there was a link to it. So,
I got you.
but I'm hoping you can hear through Discord as well because that's the other issue I have had before. So, but we are fixing to get started. We are a little late starting, but things happen, and at times we just have to deal with what happens. So, all right, I'm trying to make sure. All right, I appreciate it, and Roman, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate the sub, and with that, you actually have helped them when it comes to a time that they need it. So I actually haven't explained this to them, the newer players, but right now for any sub, uh, you will have a advantage in some way where in a position, I'll let you know when you can use it. Use a thing as a group because it will be a group decision on that. So any other inspirations will be like individual. Like y'all don't know nothing going on now, but because the VODs disappeared, but like the notes that our fairy gave us on her session 0 is a good starting point. So, uh, but from there, let us get back into a recount of what did happen. We are sad that some of the originals they got busy with other things, and so they won't be with us no more for at least the near future, I'm pretty sure. And they may come back as guests. Uh, but we have ways around going to figure that out when we start. And uh, the other Discord that they are actually a member of, that I'm a member of, Luke is a member of, it's called Variant Worlds. And they're there where you can. They're actually creating a world where you actually play in the Discord as a character, and also and they have all kinds of adventures, and they actually will be sending. Uh, they'll be doing like actual campaigns where you can be a part of it and streaming their main one with the council members, and the other journeys will go from there. If anyone has ever seen from Canada, uh, it's been so long and I have forgot what it was called back then. Rim Smith from back a couple years ago. That's kind of what they're doing, but the I have to actually get a link for that saved into my thing so I can just click that. I will get that made. But they are a great group of people. They actually do Call of Cthulhu as well. So uh, everybody over there is a pretty good group of people to play with and get to know. Most of the time, there's always a council member in the channel. Most of the time, he is live. He has his camera on, so you can actually go in and talk to him at any time you need any help. Most of the time, when he's not at doctor's office or something like that. So, but that is the one. That's my one plug for the day. That'll be my plug all the time with Variant Worlds. Even though she's not with us no more, I fully support what she's doing. So, and from here, we're actually going to do a little recap for everybody to begin. The original party was summoned in one form or another to the royal residence, and they have given a task to search out for the these three artifacts that was thought lost, but recently have been realized that they were just hitting very well over 1,000 years ago in the world. Upon figuring out riddles and things, they did find out that the first one was in a area called the Wildwood Forest. They went and was able to retrieve it. They did have a confrontation with its guard, but they were able to figure out how to do that without dying, because if they would have fought him, they would have died. And from there, they were going in to do something, and as they were going to try to find the next one, they kind of got into a fight and was sent off to the Feywild. Currently, they were at the last episode, they were in a meeting with the two groups. They were trying to help figure out how to keep peace in the Feywild. Where we left off was that our little shape-shifting druid has shape-shifted into a frog, I believe it was. And as she was over on the other side listening to them, the last thing she heard was that they were going to try to assassinate the queen of the Shili Court. And that was where we left off. Since the only one that is still here from that is our little wizard friend Luke, we will be bringing him back from there to meet the new cast members. That's a catch up to where we are. And right now, I'm going to, if you want to, you don't have to do this. If you do, it's fine too. Just if you don't want to, just say pass for right now. But Luke, if you'll start it off, who you are and what your character is, and the general idea of your character for everybody.
My name is Luke, and I'm going to be playing Carlin. He is a gnomish wizard, and just recently did some training to multi-class into Artificer. So yeah.
Okay. And radioactive, what?
Yeah. I'm Alinda Rose. I am a gnome. She is very much trained in the alchemical arts, learned the trade from her mother, and is very much liking of the potioneering. So that's who I am.
Next is, I will get your name right, man, one day. How you saying the name?
Brahms.
Brahms. I told
Yes.
y'all, I am terrible with names.
That's all right. Just think of either the possessed doll from the recent movie, The Boy, or just think of the composer. Those are the two most famous, but that's how you pronounce them.
So, if you want to introduce yourself and your character.
So, my character is a 8 foot tall Goliath who has long brown hair and a ponytail. He got his hands on a potion young. So, I am a barbarian ranger, and I am coming from a farmer's background. I was raised by a mercenary, and now after my first adventure, which was egged on by the death of my master, um, we come to where we are now. Uh, yeah, the rest will be revealed as we play.
Ricky, right? Did I?
Rika.
Rika. Hey, I was close. I was close. If you want to give a
Yeah.
brief description of her.
Yeah, I'm Rika. I'm playing Dahlia Shade. She is a fairy who was kidnapped by who she doesn't know, experimented on, and turned into a vampire. She was kicked out of the Fey realm because she's now too dangerous to be there, and was tasked by the queen to help clean up the whatever these people are doing, basically to help these people. And hopefully then she'll be able to find a home again for herself.
So, as you can see, we have a little bit of everything as far as their backgrounds go. And who knows? We do have another member that currently is not able to be with us tonight. Uh, work does get in the way, but I'm hopefully he will make his return because he's one of the originals as well. And he is a human fighter, and he is royalty. He's actually part of the royal court at one time, but he gave it up. But from there, let's go on into the thing. Just a second, I'm trying to bring up the sound back on the app. If that's too loud, just let me know, or if it's echoing, let me know, and I will shut it off. But I thought it was pretty nice. That's why I like that map. So, but as we get into it, uh, last we left off, they are in a meeting with the Unseelie and Seelie court. A curious fox has just heard them say, not fox, frog, has heard them say that they're going to try to assassinate the queen of the Seelie court. Well, what happened after that, as they started, everybody got the meeting done. They started leaving, going back, getting on the griffins to ride, and she informs the captain of what she heard. He immediately sends off 3 of the escorts to immediately back to the castle for a full investigation and protection of the queen. Upon that, our they are he's escorting y'all to the location for the portal to get back to the realm. As he does, y'all get close and y'all have to land to rest for a second. And as you do, our little druid friend out of the corner of her eye sees another unicorn. Well, she runs to it, thinking it was the same one she saw before. And as she runs to it, it looks at her a different way and weirdly. As she casts Speak with Animals on it, she finds out it's not the same unicorn, and this one is not as nice as the other one. So, as she's trying to talk to it, it actually, as it jumps up toward her, Luke, I will give you the option if you want to try to move her out of the way.
Okay.
With an athletics roll, since I know you would be looking at her, looking at a unicorn.
Okay. You said athletics roll?
Yes, and that's
Ooh.
why. Yes, that's the
Okay.
roll.
I'm not good with athletics, so that's a 7.
Wrong thing.
I am not good with athletics.
There it is. Okay, yeah. So as you try to get her away, you're able to just barely push, but it's not enough to like knock her fully out of the way. But the horn of the unicorn strikes her.
Thanks.
So with that, the captain, at about the time you push her out of the way, the captain, the others go rushing towards y'all, and he picks her up as the other ones actually destroy the unicorn. And they as it gets close to dying, they stop, which is weird. But at that, they look around and see the odd face and go, even when they're evil or rude, we do not kill one such as this. He will be healed and our dragon friend will take care of the rest.
Well,
And go ahead.
did it seem like the unicorn was like corrupted in some way?
What you can tell, like for a unicorn, all you can tell is that it's a white unicorn with a black horn.
Okay.
So they don't seem surprised by it, but they may just be used to it.
But this is different from the unicorn we saw before, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a different. She thought it was the same, but she just saw unicorn, and you know how she gets with unicorns and dragons.
Right.
So
would I have heard of a unicorn having a black horn like this before?
Yeah, do a history check to see if you read anything in a book in the wizard school.
Sure. Okay, that's a 14.
You have heard of a myth of in the Feywild that there is a corruption that can take place, but only if the unicorns had actually killed someone before. But that's all you can recall from the little bits and pieces that you were able to find when you were in school. So, because you do know that a unicorn's horn is very magical.
Yes.
So.
And it's usually like a white or like a pearlish, ivory color.
Yes, and this one is black.
Okay.
So, and the captain immediately looks at you and goes, "She must stay here. She'll be taken back to the palace and attended to. We have the best there." And she looks at the other ones, and as she's laying there, she's like, But we're friends. Why?" And he just looks down and goes, "Not all are friends." And so she gets took back to the palace.
Okay.
He escorts you on back to a portal. And you notice that on this side, the portal is like inside a building.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a very nice building. Like it's like guarded outside, and it looks like it's pearl all around it. And as you enter, there's like a host of guards. And there are even like some that are just like tending to the inside. As he enters, they immediately stand at attention. And he looks and goes, "We require the use of the portal. How long before it's ready?" Then a older elf walks up from behind in robes and goes, "Captain, it can be ready in about 10 minutes. We must message her on the other side." "Yes, tell her friends are coming back." And he looks down at you and he goes, "I believe the one with great promise if he only saw it, if I remember correctly, is what she sent us. And so with that, she walks off. He tells you when you go through the portal that when you come out the other end, you will probably be sick.
Okay.
And you will not be able to do any magical spells for at least 2 minutes.
Alright, that's not too bad. I can handle that.
He goes, we have not yet figured out why, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
He goes,
What
and
I know, this is like a natural effect of like traveling through a portal.
yeah, because you were
Okay.
transported without y'all's free will the last time,
Right.
and y'all were all knocked out.
Yes.
So this time you're going through it, and you're going to be still conscious on the other side.
Okay.
So
That'll be fine.
So he goes, we will let you know of the ranger and the droid's conditions if they improve. And he goes, she's ready for you.
All right.
And as you step to the portal, you start seeing it glow. And what it is basically a pool in the floor. And you start seeing it change. And then all of a sudden, you see trees on the other side upside down. You're look not as in like the tree is upside down, but like you see when you're looking down, you're looking from the root of the tree up to the branches.
Is it like a reflection of the tree, or
no? It just looks like there's like basically when you drop down, it looks like you're just gonna fall into the sky.
Okay.
Is what it looks like. And she goes, "Ah, Sonny, it'll be fine." And she pats you on the back like a little too hard and pushes you into the portal.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Just tumble into it.
And within 3 seconds, you're falling out of the pool that you remember
Mm-hmm.
in the Wildwood Forest. And you see sitting there waiting on you is the older elf lady that you met before.
Yeah.
And if
I just imagine, like, going through the portal, like, I get a bit of vertigo sense from that. I'm gonna do a constitution save, just to see what happens.
yeah, because
Just
like
for
I
the heck of
said,
it.
you
Okay.
can throw up from this.
Yeah, so I got 13 for my con save.
I would say, yeah, you start to like throw up,
Mhm.
but then you're able to like keep yourself.
Right.
But you do feel like the power that you're used to now as a wizard, you kind of feel it not there right now.
Yeah. Like a little drained.
Yeah.
A little
And
vertigo's happening.
she looks at you and goes, "Ah, so it is you." I wasn't expecting that. If anyone, I was expecting the ranger to come, not you. But are they okay? They said out all of y'all were over there.
Yeah. So I sort of like, take a moment to, get my bearings, get my composure back up. Like, sorry, yeah, they're gonna be fine. So,
He goes, all right. So I've heard rumors they came to help y'all, but I'm guessing now it is to help you.
there were others, and now I got sent back.
He goes, yeah, I
They're,
got the
they're stuck in the
message.
Feywild, unfortunately.
It's not such a bad place to be stuck in.
It's all right.
She
But by
goes,
the way, Chris, how much time has passed in the Feywild since we
in
went
the Fey world, y'all had been there like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But you don't know yet exactly how much time has went past here.
Right.
So, but y'all were there like 2 weeks with all the traveling and the meeting of the queen and all that. That was about 2 weeks worth of time by what your time frame.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask her, like, sorry, what day is it right now?
She goes, I don't keep up with things like that. If you're trying to figure out, yes, time moves faster there than it does here.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it's
Well,
also slow at the same time. It's very weird.
right. Yeah. It's sort of like a Alice in Wonderland type
Huh?
thing.
What's that?
Never mind. But it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I will, if you would like, I will escort you back to the village.
I would love that.
Yeah, I need to pick up some things anyway. And as she escorts you back, I'll fade off on that.
Yep.
Fade into the town where all y'all are. By now, y'all probably are talking and hanging out. By now, the little seller has returned with new orders. So she's got her little chair table that's been guarded,
Ah,
and the guard, as the guard sees her walking up, he immediately stands up. And what you notice is what he was setting at, he was actually setting on her table.
um, well, I appreciate you guarding my my wares, but she's gonna kind of walk up and she's gonna look at the herbs that she's got for sale and make sure that they're still in halfway decent condition and not squished from butt.
Yeah. When you look and all, you notice like the area he was sitting at was like actually cleared off. Like there wasn't nothing there.
Okay. Uh, uh, thank you. Uh, it. I'm gonna
Yes,
look
yes.
at my little fairy friend and go. I'm gonna walk up and she's gonna reach into her pocket and she's gonna pull out that potion that the queen gave for for her and
For her? Okay.
yeah.
Um,
Uh, oh,
Dahlia, as she pulls out a potion, it is very, very red. And
uh,
you've seen healing potions before. This is darker red. And so, but it's in a potion bottle, a small potion bottle.
is it? Oh, I think she like if she like hands it over, she'll be like, oh, oh, and then like just because Dolly doesn't know, is this blood?
You can find out
Yeah.
once you taste it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think she'll assume it is, and if she thinks it's blood, then like her eyes will immediately start
And
glowing red.
Rose would know because
Yes.
they did tell her what it was.
It
Uh,
is something very special for you to drink when you need it.
mm,
And she gives a very kind of knowing look.
just like, oh, oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
I don't
and
think she's like trying. I don't know if she's trying to hide it, but she's definitely not trying to eat in front of other people because she knows that it would probably make them uncomfortable.
And Dahlia, you do notice that this potion bottle is like the size that it's little big for a fairy, but it's not that big. It's not like a normal size bottle. It's like a
Yeah.
size you can carry with no problem.
Yeah, I can heft it. It's there. It's definitely big, but not too big.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I would we're in like the town right
Yeah,
now.
you're in a town, but there's if you want to like get away from people, you there the woodland is right there close by.
Yeah, she would definitely try to like because she hasn't eaten in a while. She'd probably like try to be like, "Thank you so much. I just remembered I have to use the bathroom," and she would just like dip into the woods.
Gotcha. Got you.
Just remembered I haven't used it since I went to the Feywild. I'm just gonna play a little tinkle and immediately open it up.
As you start to taste it, you taste one drop, or at least I would figure you wouldn't try a lot at one time, not knowing
No,
exactly what it was.
she's guessing, but she doesn't know, so it'd be like a little bit of a drop.
Okay, as you take that one drop, it fills you up. Like
Oh
you're
my
good.
god!
Like you're good to go. You're not you don't feel hungry at all.
Wow,
You start
she's
seeing better,
just like full of life, like coffee, but better.
and I'm not sure how you. I hadn't figured out the new D&D mechanics on how to do this, but you can also, I forget what it's called, but you can see not straight out invisible things, but you can see like an outline of something that's invisible.
Ooh, it's
Like
just
the
like everything
Predator?
got heightened. Yes,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
body.
yeah, yeah. Your
Keep going.
sight becomes very heightened. Your hearing, you can hear. How far into the woods did you go from the town?
I would say like probably like just behind a tree or a bush, like no, not too
Okay,
far,
not too
but just
far.
like where you
Okay, you can hear what your new companions are talking about and what others are talking about inside the town. And on the other side, you can actually hear sounds like two people talking, walking in that direction.
Mm. And
So
I just hear them talking. Yeah.
your eyesight and hearing is heightened
Mm.
for
And
8 hours.
uh, that's so good. Awesome. She hasn't been full in a while, so it must be like a really big relief. And you said her 8 hours eyesight and hearing are heightened.
Yes.
So she's hearing people going near her companions.
No, you hear on one side where the town is, you can
Mm.
hear the companions and the town.
Mm.
Like you can hear like actual people talking. You can't discern who's saying what, but you
Mm.
can hear like a busy like lot of talks like walking through a town.
Mm. Gotcha. Gotcha.
And on the other side, you can hear like it sounds like about two people talking back to each other, walking
Mm.
toward the town from the
Gotcha.
woods.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she is just gonna take all of that in. She's like really, really happy inside, like full of energy now. Me like cork it up. She's like, this is like lifeblood now. This is like gold. Can't waste any of it.
And
And like,
if
yeah.
you want to add that like as an inventory item, it would have to be like an inputted thing. And basically, it's elixir of undead life.
Ooh, okay.
Because vampires, undead.
Yeah, be kind of undead. If you did a spell to find undead, you would definitely I would show up. Okay. So she put that into her inventory and then she
Yeah.
will just race back and like give Ladna a big hug.
Okay. And when you race back, you're running like or flying as quick as possible, flying or running as quick as
Yeah,
possible. Which
flying.
one? Flying. Okay. As you start to fly, you do sense you can fly and hold up better than you can without it.
Oh my god. Oh. it was like there's a weird weight on me that's gone now.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like you lost like weight that was holding you down from being able to fly. Like now you could have probably made it halfway there by your own flight from the castle.
Oh, dang, yeah. Maybe he knew. Maybe he could see how like tired I was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how tired I was until I took this.
So, but like I said, it's an 8 hours and it was one drop.
Well, yeah. So like I guess
Whatever.
if she's going, she like she does her speed. She's like not used to flying this fast. So I think she would also run into her as she's trying to hug her.
Okay.
She's not a lot of weight though, so it's not gonna like hurt you or move you. You're just gonna have a fairy kind like a fly. Just falls down comically like that was amazing.
Both kind of
Yes.
same height, so
Okay, and with that, y'all, the rest of y'all see Rose come back, give Dahlia the
Riku come
item.
back.
Yeah, give her the item, and she disappears, and then all of a sudden she comes running back and rushes into Rose.
Just like
So now, what what would you have been doing? Or you as a farmer, you do realize there's like a lot of farming, like little small gardens all throughout the area. And then like off the corner, you do see like a big like farming area. So that where they grow their things for the town. And you do see a couple of buildings that's like a bar on one of them, and it's up above it. It just says "Hitting in and Cafe," and but other than that, what after y'all met each other, what else have y'all just been around the town or?
There's one thing that I did need to do. Well, I think I would take that brief moment that Riku flew off, and I'd finish an elixir that she started working on earlier this morning, but then customer influx. Am going to need to resolve my experimental elixir. So
Um,
let's see. It is 4. So boldness.
okay, and with it, add a 5. That's a 9. I'm adding a 5 because of
Oh, this
what
is
you.
for the experimental elixir for
Yeah.
once a morning. Yeah.
All right. Uh. Oh, okay. I see what it's doing now. Okay, so
Yeah.
you got a 4.
Got 4, so it's the boldness potion.
Okay. Okay. That works. It would have actually been funny if it would have been 5.
Yeah.
But okay. So you have a boldness potion. Add that to your inventory. Oh, and it's a minute. Okay. So that will come in handy. All right. So anybody else doing anything after Rose got back and Dahlia flew off and then came back?
No, just waiting to start the mission.
All right. with that, at about 10 minutes after that happens, y'all see a older elf woman, but she don't really look that old as like for an elf years. So she's walking with a small grown beside her, and as y'all walking back, you're telling her like what all happened in the Fey realm so she can understand what's going on. So as you come into town, you see this group over here gathered together, which was a little weird because you don't remember seeing them when you went. But it has been 2 weeks that you know of.
I know of. Out of
So
here, it could be 2 years. So
yeah. So you look at her, thank her for coming, would you? And she goes off in the direction of one of the elders' cabins that you realized you knew from when you were here that it was the elders' cabin because you saw them go in it. And so as you walk out, you also out of the corner of your eye see a raven fly into the woods.
Nevermore.
After about a minute, you see your old friend come out. He comes and he goes, "Ah, you made it back. Where's the rest?"
they got stuck in the Feywild for a while.
Oh.
So, sorry, what year is it right now?
Same year
Okay.
for the adventure.
Oh, okay. So I'm just like kind of doing some calculations in my head. So I was like, okay, so we were in the Feywild.
He looks, he goes, "Ah, I know. It's only been 2 days since y'all disappeared and we tried to
Oh,
find
that's
you.
it. Oh,
So could have been 3
could have
because
been three.
we
Yeah,
didn't look
give or
for
take.
you. We didn't look for you for a while until we didn't hear nothing from you and we could not find you nowhere."
Okay, so that's not too bad.
He goes, "Eve, oh, reminds me, I need to let her know. Eve has been looking for y'all all throughout the wild forest. We thought y'all might have got turned around and went into the other area."
Which other area?
The area of Wildwood Forest that ain't so nice.
Oh no, we didn't end up in there, fortunately.
Goes, "Okay. Well, I have some people for you to meet. I was expecting more, but the dagger. You still have the
Oh
dagger?" And
yeah, and
you start looking
I
for it, and you don't have it.
I think I would have grabbed it
You would
from.
have,
Yeah,
but when you came out of the portal, did you check?
did I check? Well, no, I didn't. I kind of got turned around, upside down a little bit.
And remember what the person said? When you come through, your magic will not be there for a couple of minutes. You felt weird when you came through.
Yes,
Do you remember last time what happened when you had the dagger close to you?
I do remember.
None of that happened. So the only thing you can think of is that you dropped it when you jumped in, and it's somewhere at the elves sanctuary at the portal, the grove area, or dropped out when you jumped in and it's in the Feywild.
I would have had it when I went through the portal.
Yeah, that's why I said roll a d6. And yes, y'all, I am that mean at times.
Sorry, that was me. I accidentally touched my phone.
Okay, that okay. So you can ask her. You can go to the elder's house because you know where it's at, and you can ask her if she noticed it, or if she'll keep an eye out for it, or send message back to find out if it was left there.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have the message, cantrip? Let me see, man.
I thought you prepared it last time when y'all started, when y'all were leaving.
Have it. Let me see, man. Is it a message or a spell? I forget now. Or cantrip, I mean.
Message is level 1.
The cantrip.
Yeah, cantrip.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say that I do have that prepared.
Yeah,
So yeah,
and
so I'll
and you know her, so you can easily do that to her.
yeah. So yeah, so I'll cast a message to her and be like, "Hey, so I might have lost the dagger. Do you happen to know where it is?"
Wait a minute. And the next thing, no, nothing comes back in your mind, but the door to the cabin opens very fast, and you see her coming, strutting to you. And you can see she's not a very happy person at the time. You lost what?
The dagger that
When was the last you remember having it?
well, I know I had it when I went through the portal, and then I kind of
Did you inform the person on the other side you had a powerful magical item like that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you should have done that. I will send messages. I will look at the grove. If it's at the grove, it is protected. And I will notify you as soon as I know something. And I will notify the queen.
Okay, I'm really sorry about this. I could have sworn that I had it on me.
That's why we gave it to the druid.
Well,
And she turns around and just walks off.
so I don't even get to explain myself.
No,
Come on.
no. You saw red in her eyes. She was about to explode.
Yeah.
It was you've never seen her mad. And yeah, you did not want to see her just then. And so, at this time being, the first artifact, even though found, is missing. But you can tell them, I'll give this, that you explain to them what the artifact is,
Mm-hmm.
and that it had its own personality.
Yes.
Once you find it, then they will, or she finds it, then they'll know the more extent that it is.
All right. Guess someone's got to go on another fetch quest to find this dagger again. Oh my gosh.
So, but like I said, she said she would notify you once she finds something out.
Okay.
So, and you did keep it inside the box too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, with that, he just looks at you, just shaking his head as he walks, and goes, "I have some others to meet you for you to meet." And Dahlia,
Mm-hmm.
through that whole process, you heard everything, like they were standing right beside you.
Oh. I was like, someone messed up.
They were like only like probably 80 feet from you, but it was like they were right beside you and talking. Which it wasn't that hard to hear because she was a little louder.
Yeah. She was probably just like, you lost it? And she was like, oh, someone lost something?
I would have been like a little like raised voice myself, I imagine.
So, yeah. So,
I think she
but
understands
but
fully
with
what
your
you're
hearing, nobody else seems to notice, but you're able to pick up like every word they said.
talking. Okay. Like, I don't
So,
think she fully understands what's going on, but she's like, okay, someone lost something. It was really
yeah,
important.
yeah. So the Raven kind that y'all met starts bringing him over towards y'all. As he gets close to y'all, he looks, he bows his head to y'all and goes, "This wee fella is one of the original adventuring parties. It looks like it's y'all now for the time being. Do y'all still accept?"
Sure.
More the merrier.
I told the queen that I would.
Okay. And with that, he goes, guess now it's up to y'all to decide where else y'all want to go. Where do y'all plan on going to? And because I know, Luke, you're like me as far as like being able to keep track of what all's happened and notes and all.
Yes.
I will give you this.
Okay.
Y'all know with the poems and the riddles that y'all got,
Yep.
that the first one y'all figured out was Wildwood Forest, which is the area you're in.
Yep.
The next one was in the mountains of the capital up there where the dwarves, the caving area, caves and all.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was in the desert. That is like a very long journey to get to from here.
Right. Right.
And the mountain area would probably take y'all, because y'all still have the buggies and all, they've been taken care of. But it will take y'all probably about 2 weeks to get to the capital city in the mountains.
So which one's like the closest one that we know of? Would it
Oh,
be
the mountains.
Oh.
okay?
The desert would from where y'all are now, it would take y'all 2 months to get to.
Jeez, man.
And then y'all have the desert to actually deal with as well.
Right. Okay. So we know that one of the artifacts is in the mountains.
Yes,
Correct.
and one is in the desert. And the one in the
Right.
desert, y'all only knew it was at a ruin that no one has seen for a very long time.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, if we were to sort of like retrace my steps to try and find the dagger again, how long would that take us?
Oh, you're not able with Herb not being there. You can't get into the grove.
Oh, really? Ah, shoot.
Yes, that
Okay.
grove. The grove has basically the only thing that can get in there is animals when she's not there,
Okay. Gotcha.
and that
That
is
makes
because
sense.
they protect the grove.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. Um. So if the closest one is the mountains, then that's probably our best option right now. At least that's how I see it.
As y'all are talking, he explains to y'all the locations, and now with Dahlia wouldn't know the distance things because she's not from this area. But Rose, you being a traveler, you know getting to the mountains is a lot closer than trying to get down out there to that desert.
I'm just gonna look at my hand drawn map, and I'm going to see the last time that I searched that area for mom, and it's been a whole minute. So yeah, the mountains seem like a really good idea.
Okay.
Now, are these the mountains my character's from?
Uh, oh, yours is further toward the coast.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Yours is further closer to the coast.
Okay. Also, while we're kind of deliberating this, I'm gonna do a ritual casting of Find Familiar, which is gonna take me an hour to do.
Okay. Well, it would take once y'all figured out where y'all were going, it would take probably about an hour for uh Rose to be able to pack her stuff up, get everything nice and where it's
Right,
packed
right.
good.
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
guess what, Rose?
Yeah.
You now have a buggy that you can put your stuff in
Oh.
because the team does have two horses drawing a covered wagon.
She's gonna be kind of interesting, but when she walks over and takes the herbs off of her table, she's going to take her small hammer, and she's going to hit the side of the table and break it, and she's going to take that and put the pieces in her backpack. Um, kind of, and just okay, cool. So got my table broke down. Make sure that I'm not leaving any herbs anywhere. And alright, cool. And oh, that's pretty buggy. Awesome.
And being a Goliath, he would have to run right in the front. Even if he's not driving that day, he would have to ride in the front.
I think that's okay. Yeah, I got animal handling too.
Okay. Because I do not think he will fit back there.
Nah, I don't think so either.
On top, I don't gotta be inside.
Trying to get on the good side of an 8 foot tall Goliath. She's was gonna walk up to you and just gonna go, "Hey, I made this for you. You can take it. It should help at some point. Please." And then she kind of steps back a little bit and then mutters under her breath, "Please don't eat me." Um, I'm a, she's gonna give you the boldness potion.
I'm gonna look down at her and be like, "Thank you, miss. I'm sure this will come in handy. I hope
I,
this adventure goes well." Just ignoring what she said altogether under her breath.
I'm going to remove the potion from my inventory. Let me make sure that I did. If
By the way, y'all, the elder elf that escorted him back, that is keeping watch over the portal on this side. The way you spell her name is Thalindra. And she's actually the keeper of the Wildwood Lord. She knows everything about the Wildwoods.
Belindra, the Fey Queen's sister.
Yes. I was wondering if you remembered that part.
She was very scary.
if you if you have the homebrews enabled on your character, I've added the potion so you can add it into your inventory and without having to write it in your notes.
Let me give it a check because I'm not for sure. I don't think I do. Even though this is a homebrew campaign, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that's the homebrew is great, but it does, at times that you do run into stuff.
Yeah, I have homebrew allowed.
So type in boldness, BOLDNESS, and you can add that potion to your inventory. And I'm going to remove it from mine.
Wait, give me a second. It's still not popping up.
Let's see. Make sure I have it enabled. Sure. Be your permanent.
All right. So doing that, it'll take y'all some time to like get everything together and get in the wagon, get the wagon hitched and ready to go. And it would take y'all, like I said, about 2 weeks to get to the mountain region. And the like I said, whenever I created these names, I forgot I have to be able to pronounce them. But as you get closer, I'll send you some of the information about it. But do y'all want to go ahead and leave out that day, or do you want to start early in the morning? By now, it's getting dusk, so y'all would have to stop like
Yeah.
on the road somewhere to.
Yeah, I'm leaving
I
it.
mean, we may as well just leave in the morning. That way,
Yeah.
Oh,
travel longer.
all right.
Let's see.
So, because that'll also give you a few minutes to learn that. But, as you said that y'all, Luke, you do remember there is a inn here,
Mhm.
and that they offered y'all to be able to stay, and because the letter that the ranger had.
Right.
And that offer still stands because they know this town does know you are part of her group.
Right. Yeah.
You just have to explain to them that these are part of her group as well.
Yeah. So I'll explain that to the party. Be like, hey, there's an inn that we can stay at, and I could say that you guys are with us. You're with our new party.
All right.
And yeah, we just had a morning.
Be
Jesus, yes.
Hey, Brahms, go ahead and take a look at the screen. This is the one you're looking for. I don't know if it's coming up or not.
Yeah, it's not actually, but that's okay. We'll deal with it after this session.
Yeah,
Okay,
more
cool.
than likely, I can probably tell you. You probably have something because I figured out they moved stuff on me, and I had to figure out how to share my character sheets again. So they probably moved it.
Right. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
gravy.
yeah, you good?
If
Yeah,
if he
that he
needed,
knows. He knows that you have. We all know you have it right now. So that's the biggest thing is if you start getting a lot of things and having to remember what you have and what you don't have is what the inventory's good at.
Right. No. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I ain't a sticker that if it ain't in your inventory, you can't use it. As long as it's like a simple thing and we still remember you have it, yeah. But after a couple of sessions, yeah, make sure if you still have it to have it in the inventory because then we won't remember.
Right.
And I do like Dahlia's picture. If y'all want to see it, it's in the AI. No, the art show. Art show us your talent. It's on there. She
Yeah,
shared it.
that's
But
pretty good.
Thank you.
so
Ooh,
y'all have a full night's
Oh,
rest.
nice.
Uh, Dahlia,
yes.
about you get to sleep in what I guess meditate really because you don't
Yeah.
really sleep. You're a
Nah.
fairy and you're a vampire, so you don't really sleep, but you start meditating.
Mm-hmm.
In your trance, you see this person you don't know. You have a slight memory of them, but over the top of you. And
Mm.
it's like he's doing like all kinds of spells
Oh God.
on you.
The
And
nightmare.
all of a sudden, it he falls down. The scene disappears,
Mm.
and you hear a voice. Well, little one, you're not one of my making, but you do have my blood.
Oh, I don't know. She.
And
Oh,
that's all you hear.
that's all it is. Oh,
Yep.
oh my God. Like, was that a dream or was that communication?
So you're not sure. You just know it's the voice you have not heard before.
Yeah.
And the person that was standing above you looked familiar, but you can't exactly place them.
Place. Yeah. Not the person. Oh my God. Well, that's a crisis for the night. Little existential crisis.
After that, for the rest of y'all, nothing special happens until the morning. So y'all have good long rest. Y'all, which I don't think I really need it right now. I think all y'all stuff's full right the second.
Yeah.
But at early in the morning, y'all start hearing different animals. You hear the chickens clucking, the roosters yelling, and you start hearing like 5, 6 kinds of birds start singing. And then all of a sudden, Luke, you hear boom, boom, boom at your door.
Hello? Who is it?
It's me. Open the door. And you hear it's it's the elder.
Okay, so I'll go open the door, I guess.
Now y'all see how when I say I can't actually do voices.
He's like, who is it? It's me.
So when you open it, she don't look as mad, but she looks as she goes, I have word it's not at the Fey Realm portal, so it must be in the Grove. If when I get back, I will look. If I find it, I will put it in my house.
Yeah,
And
if
she
you find
looks
it.
and she looks at you. She goes, "Y'all keep it in a box for a reason, correct?
Yes, of course.
What happens if I open that box? How bad is it?"
I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I've held it for a little bit and I hear a voice in my head, but I mean, that's about it, really.
She goes, "Enough said. In the box, it will stay." And she goes, "If I find it, I will send word by message." Or and she looks at her. She points at her head, or message,
Okay.
depending on how far you are.
Chris, do I get the sense that she knows more about this dagger than she's letting on, or is she like on the same page as us?
You can try insight roll.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm not very good at insight either. Uh, no, it's a 5.
Yeah, you have a sense she's very guarded,
Right.
and she don't let much out in emotions. So unless she's mad, and you saw that firsthand the night before.
Right. Yeah.
So she don't, as far as you know, she's on the same level that you are.
Okay.
Actually, by the way she's acting, you may know a little more than her the way she's putting on.
I see. Right. Gotcha.
So the next morning, you all are woken up at the times y'all are awake by the birds and the roosters.
First thing,
So go ahead. What's y'all's morning routine if y'all have one?
Yeah, so like as we're kind of getting prepared, getting ready to go, I'm gonna cast Find Familiar, and I'm going to summon in an owl. So
It's a
that'll
an owl, right?
yes.
Okay.
So that'll take me about an hour to do.
Okay.
So
All right. And is anybody else doing anything like a
yeah.
certain thing when they get up?
I'm gonna go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead. No, it's all
Go
right.
ahead.
Go ahead, Matt.
I'm going to make an elixir.
Okay. I have created a beast, y'all.
Supposed to
Whoa.
make it
Two.
machine.
what have you
So,
done?
Well done.
swiftness.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I think Dahlia, because she. Are you still fine?
And then she's just going to make sure that she's got her stuff arranged the way that she needs, and check her vials and potions, and make sure that everything is where it should be. Very obsessive compulsive.
Okay. And that's probably why you're so good at it, is because you have OCD with it,
Yeah.
Right.
No one gets
which
anywhere without being a little crazy.
is not a bad thing, everyone. It's just
Yeah.
it's a way to do things.
And right, with that, I will go ahead.
So next,
Um, so my character, first thing you're gonna see is he's going to get breakfast, but not just like a normal plate that a Goliath would get. You're gonna see him get like two giant plates of like nothing but breakfast meat, and then carry it to his bedroom like he's bringing it to someone. Where he's going to disappear until that's gone.
okay. Yeah, when you come down and ask for food, the the dwarf that's at the bar looks up at you, goes, "Hold on, we need a special order for you." And he disappears, and when he comes back, you see basically it's like instead of a plate, it's like he got a table and he put something over it to make it clean, and then he set this food on it and gave it to you. He's like, that should equal 2 plates.
I'll take one more of these for later as I go to my room.
Yeah, for the road, right?
He's like, okay, I'll get on that. Like he's got to go cook more.
You're gonna clean out his little kitchen like that.
So as you get to the door, literally the what he had was basically the top of a table.
Oh God! So I just we're gonna say it's nothing but meat on here. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
take the tablecloth
Yep.
and Santa Claus that shit through the door.
Okay. You just leave the table beside your door like a tray.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got your meat in your bag in there. And okay, so Shade, what is your routine for this morning?
Okay. Dahlia is. She never. I guess she hasn't actually had a reason to do this or use this yet, but she is also an expert on runes. So she like paints them and like sews them into her clothes every morning. So that's something she'll do.
Okay.
And she will definitely take another drop of that stuff to like one feed her and two wake her up because it's probably better than coffee at this point.
Because it's 8 hours, so you rested for 8 hours, so plus the time you're up with it, so yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, so she's gonna take another. It's just be like, oh, okay, I'm back. Hey, that's it. So other than like putting runes onto her dress and then drinking a little bit of questionably red liquid, she's good.
Okay. Oh, and I have forgot about this. Dahlia, do you wear a
Mm,
hood during the day?
yes.
Okay. That's why I needed to know that. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, because son, not really friends anymore.
Okay. So with that, y'all are ready to go. Uh do you take the tablecloth and table back down whenever you get done eating? When you start to leave?
Yeah. I'm a Goliath with manners.
Okay.
Oh, well,
So
you could just fold up all the food into the tablecloth and put
I'm
ice
just going.
stick.
I'm just
okay.
going to give him the tablecloth back and be like, "You might want to wash this."
He looks, he goes, yes, he goes, hey, that's a good idea. You just made me and more money. Tell if you have any other more
Gosh.
Goliaths, let them know us about us. We serve big portions here.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I'll let him know, sir.
And
Love
at
it.
that,
Man,
he
if they
looks.
don't wash their tablecloths here, this is a bad place to eat. I'm sorry.
He looks.
Right.
He looks back at the other one. He goes, "And you're headed out, ain't you today?"
Yes, we are headed out.
He goes, "Well." He goes, "Just take that tablecloth if you want it with all the food on it. And I made you another one like you asked. Next time you come back through, just give me the tablecloth back."
Okay. Is the tablecloth dirty?
No,
Oh, okay. It's
no, it
actually
clean.
clean.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
clean.
I'm
So while
surprised.
y'all two are talking, y'all just don't just at the end of y'all's conversation, y'all see me in the background just silently putting meat inside my quiver, and it just seemingly disappears.
Okay.
He's got a gremlin in his quiver.
So with that, who's going to be? Which, of course, the barbarian has to actually set up in front. But who else is going to set up there with him, or who's going to be in the back?
Also in the back. Also, as we're traveling, I'll have my owl go out like, I don't know, 90 feet in front of us, just like scout ahead. So, and I can telepathically communicate with my familiar. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
I'll just yeah. I'll just sit on top of the thing. I don't think I have. I'm not that big. I'm good.
Oh,
All right.
sit up front.
All right. And you said you have animal handling skills.
Yes.
So okay. So the stall master introduces you to the horses and gets you accustomed to them, has you feed them, and then gives you like a rundown on like their particular like training, like how to quick stop, how to like slow stop, turn right, left, like their particular training for it. So, because these horses, you by your travels, you know these are war horses. They're not just average like horses that they would put on a. They're meant to be
Knowing
able to
that,
be run fast and get out of the way.
do they have a emergency like halt command? Um, if you know anything about like war
Yeah,
horses and delivery
yeah,
horses, does that?
yeah. They just have the command, and if anyone says it, it will happen if they're around these horses. And what language did you speak? I forgot. Me sorry.
Oh, you're all right. I forget myself. I yeah, I got like 6 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So common sign language. Um, shoot, where's the listing at? There we go.
Yeah, it's down here.
Okay, so common, draconic, dwarven, giant, goblin, orc.
Okay. So he tells you in in Dorvish. He tells you the command, and he said it can only be said in Dorvish for it to work. And it's basically the Dorvish word for stop.
Oh, okay.
They just do it that because not many people use the language in the area, so they just that's what they use for these two. And
All
they
right,
work.
good.
They're usually ran by humans or elves. So
At least no thieves are still on the horses.
that, he tells y'all good day. He gives you a sack of horse feed, and all for you it's a sack, but for anybody else it would have been like a heavy thing. So, but yeah, he gives it to you, uh, puts it in the back of the wagon, and just tells you good luck, that they're well fed, well watered, and they're good to go.
Thank you, sir. We'll try and take care of these horses. Well, I will as best as I can.
He goes, y'all. Well, the last group did a good job. They got them here. So, and these horses, you do actually. All of y'all do a perception check.
Okay. We haven't left town yet, have
Ooh.
we?
Oh,
14.
Perception.
That's a
Yeah.
net one. I see nothing.
Nat 20.
for that to be used on, but okay.
Roll. 21.
Okay. Everyone but Carlin does notice when y'all were back in the capital. Y'all noticed that the horses, like around like the inner like royal area, had special markings on them, and these two horses also have those markings.
Royal horses.
And with your natural 20, Dahlia,
Mhm.
you, because of the way you got there, and you're
Yeah, I
a
went to
little
Reddit.
smaller, you're able to see more than others can at times because they don't notice you at first. And you do notice that the markings are like a brand of like the royal seal that you saw.
Whoa.
Oh, shoot.
So if you would think that these horses were part of the royal stable.
Yeah, these belong to the royal family. What are they doing out here?
So
Um,
so yeah, that would actually work on your nat 20, and with the 21 Rose, you would have seen close to the same thing. You just I'm not sure if you would have like actually paid attention to the royal seal as you were making potions.
Not so much paying attention to the royal seal, just more paying attention to the queen since she's talked about mom. But
Yeah.
I don't shiny thing, so I probably wasn't really paying attention to it.
So, who's sitting up here with me, by the way?
I will. I'll set up. I'll set up front.
Okay. Well,
Do I count if I'm above your head, just swinging my little feet?
That counts.
As
You're small enough.
okay, sure.
as
Well, I guess I'm going to look back at everybody and be like, all right, is everybody ready to go?
yeah.
Yep.
As I walk past the horses, I'm going to reach. She's gonna reach into her jacket. She's gonna pull out a small, blue vial, and she's going to take a swig. Using speak with animals, and I'm gonna tell the horses. Well, I want to thank you for carrying our stuff, and I'll do our best to keep you safe. Just do your best to keep us safe, and I'm gonna give them those scritches.
Okay, it started to say something, but as soon as you started like scratching it, it just starts going, "Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, oh. I like you."
You and then I'll hop up there by our Goliath companion.
All right. And with that, y'all are off. And at this time, if y'all need to take a quick break to get something to drink, to get snacks, get something, go ahead. We'll take a 5 minute break, and
All right.
so y'all can do that. And I'm going to go ahead and run an ad that'll take out at least a minute and 30 of it.
All right.
Well,
Cool.
before I get some pie, I cast
Pie?
Speak Animal on
Ooh.
myself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Animal
What
pie.
kind of pie?
I
Don't
have
ask
a
for that.
homemade pumpkin pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're evil.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, for those of y'all new, how y'all liking it so far? I know we ain't really got that far into anything, but yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's getting started. It back started into it. It takes it took us a couple of sessions to really get going, and then it kind of messed up when the hurricane came through and messed everybody's scheduling up as well. So, oh yeah. And like I said, once I get everything back situated and I got everything the way I want, it'll be a lot easier as well. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me something to drink. y'all. I'm back. Uh, y'all ready to and like yeah, and also reminding if one of y'all do have to do something or something, just ping me on Discord to let me know that you'll be gone for a minute, and I'll so that way I know not to call on you until you get back.
Very good.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. I had to go get me something else to drink, and they let everybody get drinks and take a stand up or whatever they needed to do. So I do forget about that sometimes, and I just realized that they hadn't got up for a while. So and but to continue on, y'all start out and y'all start heading northwest. Yeah, northwest from where y'all at to the mountains. And I will give you this since Rose is a traveler and has her own made up map that she has made herself. Y'all do have now access to like ways to get places that she might have found that isn't the main road, but may be dangerous depending on how she has came through.
Mm.
Coming through with a small coming through with a small little thing is a lot different than coming through with two war horses and a covered wagon.
Yeah.
So, but she does have the map, and and the way I'll do it, if there's a place that she says I think I've been through here, and looks at her map, uh, I'll have her roll a d10, and depending on the score, will depend on like if the horses can get through it, easy or hard. So that way, there might be short paths getting places that if it looks like you don't want to go a certain way. So,
Mm.
but
Okay.
starting out, what is your animal handling at? Like just the regular number.
Oh, it's a +3.
+3. Okay. So at the beginning, I'm not going to make you roll right now for that because the horses are in good shape. It's starting out, so they they're going good, and they just got somebody talking to them and got their sweet spot, so they're good to go.
Well,
And
actually,
so,
while we were driving, I was using Speak with Animal to get to know their names and stuff. Talk to them too.
so wrong. Okay, so as you're riding and you're talking to the animals, uh,
Bob and Shirley.
the one on the right is a male. The one on the left is a female.
I knew it.
So the right one goes. My name is Brutus,
That's a
Brutus Bob.
that's a strong name, Brutus. I like it.
and the one on the other side goes. I'm Grace. Brutus, you ain't got to say it like you're all strong, you big, and bad. We already know you're a kitty when somebody pets you in a certain spot. So, Brutus and Grace is their names.
It's nice to meet you too, Grace.
She goes, my pleasure. And it's not many times people talk to us; they just use us.
Well, I find it's better as a farmer to get to know your animals, and a better way than to talk to them.
That makes sense. And the rest of y'all hear him talking, and all you hear from the horses is, and
Hear
when
you,
Brutus says his name at first, it was like a.
I'm
Can
Carrie,
we hear
sorry.
his side of the conversation, like when he's talking?
Curiosity would have definitely taken hold of Linda, and she would popped another small little vial, and would she would just sit there and just smiling, and definitely liking Tiny a little bit more.
so, so with that, as y'all are going, and y'all do this is the road that y'all are on now is very well maintained by the state basically. And you see every so often, Luke knows this, he's seen it coming. uh, there are guards so far on the main roads, there are guard posts, and you see horses hitched to them, and they ride up and down the areas every so often, and guarding, patrolling for bandits and things as such. So during the first level you journey, it's a nice, easy going day. Every once in a while you'll see a guard ride by, and if you notice he's like a lower guard, they'll see the horses and they'll like get at a little bit better attention when they see those
Oh,
horses. Because every guard, every soldier knows what those brands mean on the horse. So
Horses have rank.
so yeah, like literally the horses literally outrank the lower people in the guard.
At that moment, I joke about that with Brutus.
He goes, "Ah, they're good ones. They just don't have the experience we do yet." And you just you see Grace. When y'all walking, and all of a sudden she stops for a second and like pulls like toward Brutus a little bit with the wagon, and she looks at him like, "Brutus, really? You know we're only higher ranked because of the Queen stables." He's like, "Yeah, but how many of them have ever had the Queen ride on them?"
Brutus has a
Yeah.
point, Grace.
I feel like if any of them said that, that would be.
Caligula made one of his horses a general, so
Yeah.
not too surprising that horses outrank guards. So.
Yeah. Well, the royal family stables, all horses are ranked as like basically the equivalent of like as a captain.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Shit,
exactly.
Grace. Hold your head a
So,
little higher, girl.
see, Grace is out
So-
here
Well, a
leading
horse
the
can be a
charge.
general or a captain, so.
yeah. So
Please leave.
they're all ranked at that level because most that ride them from there are of higher rank. So,
Makes sense.
and they are so to them this is a easy job because nobody's riding them. They're just carrying the trailer, the thing with y'all. And I'm drinking. So that's what they're all doing is just riding. So they're having it easy right now. And every once in a while at a bigger like guard area, it's like a little bit more fancier where like 2 or 3 people can fit inside, and they have like an actual covered area over where the horses are hitched. you'll see a man walk out and salute as you walk by.
Whoa.
And then as you finish walking by, they'll drop the salute and walk back inside. Now it's up to y'all if y'all want to decide to like go to them and ask them why they're doing that, or if you just want to keep on.
Nah, I kind of figured with the emblems and what what the horses are talking about. I'm just going to continue on my way.
Continue on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about y'all?
I wasn't expecting you
Yeah, I'm
to,
fine.
to talk to the horses as you travel.
What can I say? The woman that trained me was full on ranger, and yeah.
So as you
How to Train Your Dragon all over again.
yeah, so as you are continuing on for about the full day, and I won't like go a day by day with the travel, but like first day y'all actually get to a place that it looks like it's a major like crossing area. It's got like different roads coming and interjecting at that intersection. And beside that area, there's actually an actual building built for the guards and an actual stable in that area. And as you get there, it's starting to get dark. And you see somebody walk out and wave at you, trying to wave you down.
I guess we stop to see what they need.
All right. As you stop, he walks up and he salutes and goes, "If the stables are ready if you need them. It is getting late, and this is a good area to stay before you continue your journey." And
Um,
Luke, you do still have your paper, correct? That the the lady gave you when you met with them.
I would assume so.
Okay. So
Mm.
when he says that, he sees the horses, so he knows there's something to do with that. But once he gets close to y'all, he starts looking and going, "Who is it that is part of the royal guard in this caravan to have these horses with you? Did you steal them?"
Oh no, we didn't steal them or anything. We're,
They even be stolen?
we just borrowed them.
I'm. Uh,
He goes,
I was sent on a mission by the queen herself.
these are simply the horses that were provided to us.
he goes, "Do any of y'all have any paperwork saying that?"
I'll go ahead and show him my paperwork. Yeah.
Okay. As he takes it and he reads it, he goes, "Ah, okay. I will do as the lady requests." He gives you back the paper and goes, "You are free to rest here. The horses probably need a rest, and they can get water and food here. And y'all can, we have some bunks. They're not the greatest, but you can lay your head on them." He looks up at you and he goes, "We might have to put two together for you."
That's okay. I'm sleeping outside tonight.
Oh,
That's all right too. He goes, you can stay in the stables if you want with the horses, if you care to, at least to keep in case it rains.
All right, thank you.
He goes, we do have drinks inside if you wish to get a drink or something before you get lay down. And we have not a lot, but a little bit of food.
Mm,
So
look.
so if y'all stay, and he'll go ahead and call one of the stable boys over for the horses and the wagon, and escort y'all inside to to the tables and everything. As you get to the door, you do realize the door is actually a little bit bigger than usual. You don't have to actually like duck down to get inside.
Oh, would you look at that?
He goes, we have to be prepared for all that come through here, and there are a few like you around these parts. Not many.
I appreciate it.
He's like,
I'm sure they do too.
we still haven't been able to build a bed big enough for you without putting two together.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
He goes, well, uh, the post is open for you. If anyone stops you or says anything to you, just tell them to report it to the captain on duty that he knows.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And he leaves y'all to it, and he walks back outside.
How long
And
are we before true nightfall?
True nightfall will probably be about another 2 hours. It's like
No,
dusk. It's like dusk right now, where it's like setting. The sun is setting.
It's about 4 or 5 o'clock.
For us right now, yes. In this
and
for in this world, it's about 8 or 9.
Yep.
Okay.
So this world doesn't have daylight savings time
No.
then. Okay.
Blasphemy.
Heresy!
13th hour.
Others just work themselves to death, I guess.
Gonna pull the pieces of my chair out and pull a small little vial and pour over the wood, and it's going to mend back together for my table. And I'm just gonna take and lay a couple of my tinctures out. I'm going to take the swiftness potion. I'm gonna lay it down. Put a thick copper. Make it look like there's a little tip jar and put 6 copper already in there, and then just start hollering, "Where's for sale?"
And as you do that, they watch you as you do all this, and they go, "All right, now that's one that knows what she wants. They ain't many that's got the balls to try to sell stuff in a guard house."
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to her and be like, "So are you like trying to start like a pyramid scheme or something, or like what is this?"
No, last time there was 2 people that bought stuff. So I mean, soldiers just strategically relocate material.
What do you sell to them?
Oceans, herbs, tinctures.
About that time, there's it looks like a young guard, like one that just started out, walks up to you and goes, Do you have any socks?
This isn't
Yeah,
kind of shop.
she's gonna reach into her own pack and pull out two kind of mismatched hand knitted socks and put them on the table and
He goes, how much?
2 silver.
He goes, can I
Two
try?
silver for
Can I try
one
them on
pair of
first?
socks?
Can I try them on?
Yeah, go
That's
for it.
ridiculous.
He goes.
That'll
He puts them on, and it covers enough of his foot where the boots would not hurt his feet as bad. Because when he does this, you see his other socks. It's like, why do you even got those on?
Yeah.
They're full of holes.
So
Completely
he,
falling apart.
so
Do the guards not supply their soldiers with socks?
I guess not.
Is there not like
Like,
a
if you
commissary that you can buy socks?
well, when you're in a nice town, yeah. But
First uniform's free.
this guy is out in the middle of a road, and he's new, and there's no telling when he went back to town if he remembered to get what he needed instead of using it on booze and women.
Well, yeah, that's true.
True.
Young guards aren't very bright, to be honest.
Be a barefoot guard.
He he remembered when he got back, he didn't get no socks.
What is this? This is so dumb.
So he's like, okay. And he takes out 2 silver and he goes, here you go. And he walks back and he's just smiling, like, even though there's mismatched and they're not really covering like all of his like ankle, they cover enough for his foot. And he just he's walking back like, oh yeah, these feel better.
I think that was a good deal.
That was a terrible deal of one pair of socks for 2 silver.
He was
highway
desperate.
robbery right there. Yeah, he must have been.
He was desperate.
A guy's sitting in the background with his arms crossed, just observing his new party members, thinking, yeah, they're just as weird as the last bunch I partied up with.
I'm just saying,
I know where to get good socks for like 5 copper. Okay, that was like highway robbery right there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
How to make a living.
But they were handmade.
Not know how to use them.
Right, they were handmade, but still.
He's from a traveling troupe. It's fine.
It's always more expensive.
I've got to make a living.
Hey, there's a 2 forms of this. You got to have the supply and you got to have the demand. The demand is he needed socks. The supply, she had them.
If he was willing to pay money for it, then it
This is
was
so
a
dumb.
deal.
I'm just walking away.
So with that, you probably just sold the most expensive pair of socks in the area.
Seriously.
Not the most expensive I've sold socks before.
You do throughout the night. You do have a few others come up and I try to haggle you down for like shirts and like basic things. But then you do see a somebody like with most of them were like low end like foot soldiers and all, just there on their horses patrolling. You happen to see somebody look like a little bit higher rank. And he comes and he sees the potion. He looks down at it and he goes, so what is that, miss?
This is something I've been tinkering around with. It's a, I'm pretty sure that this one here will make you a lot faster for a little bit.
Work on animals as well.
I like how she said that.
I don't see why not. I'll be honest, I had never tried giving an animal it, but I don't see why I wouldn't. their metabolism is fairly similar. So
How much?
but with all the ingredients that went into it and the time that it took to make it, how about we say 5 gold?
That is experimental as well. I'm not so sure I can do 5 for experimental potion.
How about we call it 2 gold, 5 silver? And I'm taking a loss on just the ingredients that I used for this.
Okay, roll. What would that be?
Persuasion?
Yes.
Or would it be
Or
deception?
deception.
Because I am
Yeah.
straight up lying.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out, and I think it would be more deception than persuasion.
I am straight up lying to him right now. Let me. 18.
He looks and he goes, "Yeah, and things are hard to get around here. I can see. I mean, come on, that dude don't even remember how to buy socks at times." As he looks at the one that bought your socks earlier,
Yeah.
he goes, okay, but if it don't work, I'm going to find you, and I'll get a refund."
All right.
And
I tell you what. The next time
one
I am
thing,
here, if it didn't work, because I've been here before. The next time I'm here, if it didn't work, I'll give you 3 potions for free. Health potions.
Okay, yeah, deal. And he
Cool.
hands you over the 2 gold and 5 silver, and he takes the potion and walks straight outside and goes to his horse, and goes, "Let's go find a place to test this."
Cool.
30-day guarantee or your money back.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking to myself, I should have had her selling my product.
So with that, you get, by the end of the night when you're done selling, like any of your wares, you sold out.
Gotcha.
And they were some that haggled with you. Some would just straight up pay what you asked. But I'll say throughout the night with everything you sold, you probably, on top of what you just sold, probably you made, I would say, 15 gold total when you add it all up.
Nice.
Like when you add all the silver up and all that up, and all, you made probably about 15 gold. And now you have everybody in there with basically anything you were selling as wares.
Gotcha. I will need to restock later.
And okay, so while she's doing that, what's anybody else doing?
Well,
I'm just at awe at how good she is selling this stuff.
snake
You're
oil.
watching a master at work.
I really am, and I'm really thinking like maybe I should get her to sell my produce next year.
What does Dahlia do for fun? I think she's like buzzing around and like this like she's showing people like things she's sewn and it being like, hey, do you want me to like add little accents to your clothes? I do the runes in Sylvan. They don't do anything, but they look pretty. She's not charging for this. She's just doing it for fun. No
I am
concept of
sorry.
money.
I,
No
I
concept
only
of
got
money.
half of that. Sorry.
Hmm.
She's just this little fairy with this comically oversized needle.
Is that they do have like decent like chum like chowder there and some meat. They do have like a little bit of meat and all, and then they got some mead and water.
Meh.
Is this like a bar?
No, this is like the guards like little place and all in the like major intersection.
Yeah,
Mm,
basically like
It's like basically a guards inn that does
yeah,
shelter people. The reason you were asked to join was because of the horses and the letter that y'all had in the
mm,
possession.
gotcha. Do they have any milk and honey?
Yeah, I would say they would. Yeah, they would probably have milk and honey with the area they're in. So yeah.
Yeah. With her understanding of money, instead of charging for it, she's like, I will trade you any kind of accents you want on your guard uniform for some milk and honey. Because she's hoping if she mixes it with like the potion, it'll like it already tastes good, but she remembers like milk and honey used to be like her favorite food as a fairy. And she's hoping if she mixes it in, she'll be able to taste it again.
Okay. And you said you would trade what for it?
Um, she's a rune crafter, but she crafts her runes and like sewing them into
Okay.
clothes, so she knows how to like
Okay.
sew in little
Okay.
accents. Yeah.
All right. That's what I was making sure I understood right.
So she's like sewing in little sylvan runes. They don't do anything because she's not charging them with magic, but they look nice.
Okay. He'll look around. He'll go, okay. And he sees a red one, a nice shiny red one. And he goes, how
Mm.
about that one?
Okay. She takes out the huge needle she got from Alondra and just gets a little bit of thread she had in her bag. And it's a very trying process because she's almost as big as this, but she's going through it.
Okay. As you take it off and give it to him, he turns around and gives you like a large, like, for
Oh
you,
god.
for you, it's like large.
Oh god.
And
I'm like
I'll
putting my arms
think
around it.
of honey
Ooh.
and about little bit smaller thing of milk.
Thank you. She's
He's
probably
like,
got it.
and he looks, he goes, do you need me to carry that to a table for you?
Yeah, please.
So he gets it, sees the empty table, and he walks with you over and puts it on the table for you.
Ah, thank you. Oh god.
Like
I'll,
you're,
take out her glove.
and that's when he notices. He goes, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Huh? What makes you say that?
He goes, "I'm a hardened soldier. I know things." And he looks behind like the little bar area, and he goes, "That used to be mine." And behind it, you see a coat of arms,
Oh.
and it's on a shield,
Mm.
and in it, it actually has a rising sun on it.
Oh.
And he goes, "I used to be a guard at the Khadith Prime."
Khajiit Prime. Oh, the city where the Empress, the
Yeah,
Queen is from.
yeah. He goes, I'm retired now. I'm here to give these boys something to drink and something to eat when they need it. I knew how it was when we didn't have something like this out here.
That's nice. That's so sweet.
He goes, he looks around and he whispers in your ear, what you can hear because you are still have the
Yeah.
effects. And he goes, are you from the Feywild?
That's a complicated question now, isn't it? I I was born in the Feywild. Yes.
Ah, okay. He goes, not many leave there on their own accord, that is. Well,
Yeah, I'm a little
it's
different.
it's nice to have one as you around.
It's nice to be around,
And
completely
he
by my own
goes,
choice.
and he goes, he looks and he goes, so how high can you fly? I've always wondered that about fairies.
Ah, mm, ah. He's like stumping her a little bit because I don't think she'd ever thought about it. She's like, we never have to fly that high. Well, probably like 30, 30 feet in the air.
Uh, that's
Wait,
pretty cool.
actually,
Shoot, we
this
need
might be
more
the fly.
fairies here. They'd be make great lookouts.
Yeah, no, actually, fair enough. Actually, I think you can
Mhm.
fly just a bit higher than the average fairy because of
Because
so
of
she can fly,
yeah.
yeah, so
So
she can
he'd
fly
be
35 feet in the air.
yeah. And so he'd be like, okay. I've always wondered that. I've never seen. Well, I've only seen one other, but he was mean.
Oh, uh, yeah, we can be very mean. I mean, but mean, was he a big fairy or a small fairy?
He was
Or faithful?
a small fairy.
Uh,
I don't
you
know why he
know,
got mean. I did get mad at him one time and flip him into the wall, and he didn't like that very much. But everybody agreed it was worth it.
yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough.
I think the
We're so
queen.
small.
I think the queen docked my pay for 3 months that time.
Oh God.
She said it wasn't very guard like for me of my statue.
You know, we can get really angry because we're so small. Sometimes we can only really feel one emotion at a time.
They do say explosions happen from small packages.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
That's
And,
that
and he
took me
and
out.
he actually he sits down with you and actually has a conversation for like 30, 40 minutes until he gets called back to make somebody some food. And all he wants to
And,
know is he just
um,
tries to talk to you about like what is it like to do this, what's it like to do that. Like he's fascinated with you being a fairy.
she is just as like eager to talk to someone, so she's just super bubbly about it. She's just answering all, especially because she has energy now from the potion, so she's just going off.
Yeah. So and probably about 20 minutes after you stop talking to him, it actually wears off.
Oh God!
So
It's like a, it's like
starting to
getting hit by
get
a truck.
yeah, it's starting to get late, so it wears off. And so what's the radioactive
Yeah.
what are you doing at that time?
Um, this after I'd already finished selling.
Okay. So you're packing up so that nothing
Yeah.
gets okay.
Yeah. I'm
And
letting
then
them break down my stuff and
okay.
head back in.
All right, and are you outside in the stable yet, or are you inside eating?
I'm guessing in the 20 minutes they had their conversation, I had my L and 8, and I'm already out there in the stables talking to the horses.
Okay. And when you go in there, there's like about 6 horses actually in their stall, including the your two.
Okay.
What? So you're going to go back and just start talking back to Brutus and Grace,
Um,
or are you going to try to
well,
talk to some of the others?
no, actually, I'm just going to say goodnight to Brutus and Grace, and then go out to like the nearest biggest tree, and you know go to sleep under the sky. See if well, first I'm going to see if it's a clear sky.
Yeah, it's the way it looks right now. It looks real clear right now.
Okay. Yeah, just thinking about traveling up to these mountains is reminding him of his childhood and how his tribe used to migrate here and there. So he just decided to sleep out in nature tonight.
And do you keep all your stuff on, like all your?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So while no one's looking, he's kind of going to summon that little
Friend.
uh friend and feed him some of the sausage is from the quiver.
Okay. And,
Afterwards, he's going to go to bed.
all right. So you go down and lay down and go to sleep. Uh, and all right, Luke, what are you going to be doing after the after you walked away from her when she was selling?
Yeah, is there like an armor shop around here?
No, there's
Okay.
a place where like they keep their stuff, but not an actual like
Yeah,
shop.
yeah, the armory for the
Yeah,
guards and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know, probably just go into the inn and get settled for the night.
All right. So y'all lay down. Dahlia and Rose, y'all
Mm.
do anything else after you pack up and you get done? Because there is a private area for y'all two, for Rose and Dahlia. They made up like a little area for y'all, since the most of them are male guards.
Uh, um,
And it's like basically
yeah.
like a semi-private little area where y'all have y'all's like the cots and a little area where y'all can, if y'all needed to change or anything like that.
Mm, gotcha. I guess she just like just eats ready for bed. There's not much she needs to do. She like preemptively mixes in the milk and honey so she can put a drop of that stuff in it.
You make it into smaller glasses. You put it in smaller glasses.
Yeah, put it all in smaller glasses so it's easier to carry around. And then I put like a cup of it into the thimble that Alandra gave me because
Okay.
that's what she uses as a cup now. She just puts it on the side of her so she can wake up and just immediately take it.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So as y'all go to sleep,
Before I
the
go to sleep,
yeah.
Rico, do you mind if I take a closer look at that for just a second? I might be able to craft that.
Mhm.
And
What'd
I'm
you say?
going to.
Sorry.
Do you mind if I take a look at your potion for just a second? I promise I won't mess with it, but I might be able to recreate it given a little bit of time.
Yeah, and Rose, you being a potion person, and you did see what it
Yeah.
was needed for it. you do know that all you need is a little bit of it, and then a couple other ingredients that you could probably find on the side of the road, like it's different flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That you can recreate it, and all with. Uh, there's just one ingredient though that would be a little hard, but most of the rest of it you could easily find.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you told Dahlia that you just thought where you're gonna try to make more of it, then she'd be pretty game. But she would probably be like, just a little warning. It would be bad if I ran out of this.
I got you. I got you. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you don't run out. That you seem like that helps you a lot. So I will do my best to make sure that you don't run out.
Yeah, I'm
And
always my best self when I have some of this.
I'm gonna take a moment and break down the alchemical ingredients in just a small little bit and write it in.
And do you basically like take a drop like she does, like
Yes.
to you? Okay, just making sure because what she has in that vial, like when you took it to her,
Mhm.
is basically it would last her 2 months
Gotcha.
with one drop at a time.
Yeah, I'm just taking a drop. I'm trying not to waste it, but to be able to recreate it
Yeah.
would be invaluable. So
Yeah. So they whenever they had you make it, they basically had enough ingredients where if it was made
oh, this is the one
correctly.
I crafted.
Yes, the one you looked
Oh,
and
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
told
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
the ingredients in it.
Yeah.
It's just there's only one problem ingredient that you'll have to find,
Gotcha.
and that is you have to find something that has died recently and get some of its blood.
Okay.
And it can be anything. It just
Okay.
has to be recent.
Cool.
Okay.
So, but
I-
you
I
can,
think I can do
yeah,
this.
you can recreate it and all.
The
And
player forgot that I crafted that.
Yeah. You would depending on what dead creature you find depends on the DC of actually doing it successfully.
Mm.
Cool.
So yeah, there's that. So you can, and if you do study it more, that can change based on how well you know the potion.
Cool.
So, and that's with any potion. The more you study it and experiment with it, the less the DC is.
Cool.
So, from that, sleep if there ain't nothing else. And at this time, I will ask the group: do y'all want to continue a little bit more, or call it there?
I'm fine with continuing.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
I gotta go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since they're gonna head out, I'll go ahead and head out for the evening then.
Okay. All right, then we'll stop it there, and next Saturday, at least we do have it in a good spot where there's nothing happening and you're safe.
No, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
Other
nothing
Sleeping.
happened. I just
I
somehow
mean,
lost a dagger. Somehow. Come on, Chris.
I feel good. Leave it. I don't want to know. If we were in like
nobody.
middle of combat, I may be like, hey, let's like end this first.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was asked because, like I said, y'all have a little way. I won't like slow all the travel down like that, but for the intersection area, I wanted because depending on which way y'all go next time, depends on how long it takes y'all to get there.
Oh.
So, and her map may come in handy for that. So, I appreciate all y'all. I hope y'all had a fun time, even though it wasn't a whole lot of like actual action. It was just getting y'all going and started again. So once once y'all make it to the next place, y'all and I am going to try to I'm going to try to do that next session where y'all at least make it to the capital and meet some people. So once we do that, then things will get a little bit more hectic once y'all get there.
Okay,
So
Okay. Cool.
sounds
so
fun.
all right. So I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. If y'all have any questions or anything, like I said, DM me. I may not respond that day, but within 24 to 36 hours, I'll respond to you. I just have to see it.
All right, yeah,
so,
you're good.
so I appreciate it. And let me come over here. Let me see who I'm going to rate out to. I appreciate everybody coming in the chat that's hanging out, lurking. I appreciate it. Uh, that's all right. I'm gonna. I want to send anybody else lurking and all. Y'all want to send them to another D&D campaign?
Y'all
You're
have a great night.
Okay. That way, the they look like they got their stuff together better than I do right now. So we're going to head over there, raid them, show them some love, and they're called the Eldest Scroll. So that seems that seems cool. So we'll raid over into them. Everybody on TikTok that has been around, I appreciate it. So